I have been reflecting on how all the messages that I heard and absorbed and still hear and absorb these days have affected how I see my body, how I feel about my body, talking about how it kind of makes me feel about plastic surgery. And these thoughts are my own. They're no judgment or literally do what you do with your body. That has nothing to do with me. Essentially, I have always, since I was younger, probably like, I don't know, middle or high school, wanted a boob job. Yeah, I've always wanted a boob job. I figured like one day I would get one. It wasn't a big deal. I still don't necessarily see it as a huge deal or a bad thing, or I'm not placing a value judgment on these things. But once I had my son 4 years ago, my body changed quite a bit as well, particularly my breasts. Because if you breastfeed, that's just tends to be what happens. It was interesting because, I don't know, on the one hand, I would think that having that experience and having my body change in that way would like solidify that desire for me, but it actually ended up doing the opposite. I don't even want to speak for like future me, but current me, it had the opposite effect. It made me not want to alter my body in that way, mostly because I felt a lot of sense of pride, and I don't know, pride in what my body had done. I really dug into why I wanted to change my body in that way. This was for me, it was a desire for myself, that was true. But then I had to really inquire, where did that desire come from? And like, okay, well, if I'm saying that I'm doing this for myself, then that would mean that myself came up with this, but it couldn't have, because where would I have gotten the idea that the way that my body looks, the way that my boobs look, aren't already perfect just as they are? If the beauty standard was something different, would I want it to look a different way, or would I accept my body more as it is today? And so to me, that just became a very flawed reasoning that I couldn't look beyond. Even though it felt like it was very much my decision, it was very much my desire and how I wanted to look at my body in the mirror and be happy. The end of the day, that desire came to me from messages of what I was told, whether directly or indirectly, from images of what was beautiful and what was desirable. And I plastered those thoughts onto how I thought of myself and how I saw myself. And that was what was the reason that I wanted a boob job.